Someone asked me who created God. I don't think the who is as important as the why because it's a matter of understanding self. I feel like when self became aware of self, it created various forms of itself, and these various expressions of self existed on various frequencies until reaching as high and as low and as wide as it could imagine. We are consciously aware of this form of self, and we are consciously aware of the energy form of self. We call this frequency of time third dimension, where energy becomes matter. When energy took the lower forms of itself, it lost consciousness of self. The more it remembers self, the higher it evolves in consciousness. The higher the frequency, the closer we get back to remembering self, i.e., God. The 20-something ascended masters that we are consciously aware of reached that level of consciousness that made the impossible possible. Therefore, the who isn't as important as the why because it all just leads back to self. But in the many versions of self, it created the concept of dualism. The lower frequencies and the higher frequencies are the same energy vibrating at varying degrees, competing for dominance while trying to find balance. Tesla said, if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. See, when you understand the why, you are less likely to follow anyone other than the who. Religion means to rebind. That is why you need a savior. Religion has imprisoned you, impeding you from reaching self. Have no other God before me, because the version of self became aware of the true potential, then taught the 1% how to control the 99% with the sound religion. Energy now animates human form in servitude to a frequency other than the inner self. The frequency or sound, religion, causes the energy to reincarnate as opposed to resurrect. To resurrect means to keep awareness of self if you elect to remain at this dimension of time. Death no longer exists, but if you never awaken from the spell that you are under, then you are forced to keep reincarnating until you do, with no remembrance of your previous incarnation. Now that you know why, you can better understand the who.